Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. And also, welcome to the Black Friday market crash. Guys, prices are absolutely getting destroyed, which was to be expected. But every time the market crashes like this, especially heading into Black Friday, it just amazes me to see how much these cards can drop in value in such a short period of time. Guys, Mbappe is almost 2 million coins. Vinicius Jr.'s 800K. These cards are cooked, and I want to take a look at prices that are down super bad and also talk about how they could fall further today as we expect more market crashing, with some Sunday content that might spice up the fodder side of the market as well, with the biggest icon upgrade pack of the year expected to be dropped today. All that and more in today's video, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and of course subscribe if you are new. Now, before we get into all the market madness, let's take a look at yesterday's Saturday content, starting with objectives. There's a couple things in here that you don't want to overlook. Firstly, I'm really becoming a fan of these super easy to complete rush objectives. A flash rush event, FC Pro Live. Once again, 50,000 rush points, win 2 in a row, win 5 in total, play 1. And this is a double rush point mode once again. So it's really easy to get your rush points if you're still doing like the weekly one or the rush 100 objective. Really, really easy to get this done. It's only out for a couple of days, so make sure you get it done soon. But I'm becoming a fan of these because it's super duper easy packs. The packs aren't even that bad. An 81.5, an 81.3, an 84 times 2. You might collect one walkout from that and some 83s and 4s that you can go craft a random SBC with. Just stock your club. I have no qualms with that. It's really easy to complete, doesn't take a lot of time. And rush still, if you're playing with friends and if you're not facing AFK or CPU AI all the time, is still, I mean, there's a lot of qualifiers there. I still have fun in rush, but it can be a headache at times too. We all know that. Now, let's go to this objective. This is the one that I'm the most interested in besides the rush one. Season 3 Head Start Daily Play Completionist. I don't know if EA's ever dropped anything like this before. Guys, literally, this is EA saying, hey, if you play the game every day, if you play 2 games per day, every day, we're going to give you 3,000 season points to start off the new season, which is going to be called Winter Champions. They say it right here. Get a head start to Season 3 Winter Champions with 3,000 SP and bonus packs. Here's my tip. I don't know how the timing works with when the season ends, but when this objective gets fully completed for you, I would not claim the rewards, just to make sure that when this ends, when the stuff rolls forward on Thursday at Division Rivals rewards, because that's when the season expires, that you get that 3,000 SP rolled over to the new season. I could see it being messed up and a problem. If you claim it, then it doesn't work. I can see a problem with this on Thursday, but that would be my tip for you, is do this objective, but don't claim the final reward at the end. We'll see if EA make any mistakes with that or if it goes smoothly and cleanly. I have some thoughts as well on this Season 3. I think it's going to be the biggest one yet because it's coming during Black Friday, and usually the season that drops during Black Friday every year, if you look back at the past few years, goes pretty crazy. So I want to have some more thoughts on that and talk about that more later on this week. But this is our last objective to look at right here. The FC Pro Open live watching the pro event objective is what this is. Really easy to get done if you link your Twitch and all that good stuff. You get a lone Benzema. It's a loan, by the way. It's not the actual card. I think on the companion app or web app, it was showing without the loan symbol there, but it is a loan. For match day 1, which is tomorrow, if you watch 15 minutes, you get the Benzema. If you watch an hour, 60 minutes, you get a 50K pack. So they're giving out good rewards for you to actually watch this event. So just open it up in a tab, have it open. You'll be able to watch it, get that counted. You'll get this pack right after that. And then the same thing for next Monday, December 2nd, you'll get a Weghorst and another 50K pack, with the group reward being an 84 times 5. So very easy packs there, just stuff to, if you're going to be on the game, don't overlook it 100%. Now let's go to the biggest content from yesterday. 100% is this new evolution, Pitch Predator. This Evo might be one of the better ones that we've had in a while. I know it's paid. I know it's 60,000 coins. But the cards that you can create from this and the cards that fit into this, like look at these. I don't have that full of a club, but you're seeing Thuram, you're seeing an Evo Rashford, you're seeing 84s and 85s that I had used in my team. Specifically these two cards, the Thuram and the Rashford, were meta cards that I used in my squad, and now I have a chance to upgrade them. I think that's why this Evo is very hype. Of course, it gives Power Shot Plus, which is a very popular playstyle plus right now. It also gives Trivella, which I use a decent amount. I feel like it's a very good and consistent way to score goals. And the stat limits on this Evo are kind of nice too. Max 90 pace, max 86 shot power, 90 heading accuracy, and an 87 composure. There are some really nice cards in this. Now, if you take a look at FUTBin, there's a couple of clear standouts, right? As I mentioned, players that are meta that we've been using for the start of this year. I still come up against Gold Chiesa in division rivals or FUT champs every single weekend. This guy is cracked in game. He fits the Evo. And the craziest thing is, if you, I'm going to open this tab right here. If you take a look at this Chiesa, Evo'd Chiesa, he gets +2 shooting, +3 passing, +5 physical, and he gets, of course, Power Shot Plus and Trivella. Compare it to his promo card from Trackstars. It is very similar. Like, you're almost getting the exact same card with a arguably better playstyle because he still has rapid. He has rapid and quick step on this item. His base gold has it, and so does this Evo, right? This card was 1,000,000 coins until it started crashing yesterday when people realized that they can get almost the same Chiesa for 100,000 coins through this Evo. This is, I think, the best Evo that you can create. Now, if you want to be, not like everybody else and do something different, there's plenty of options for this Evo. This Rashford gets the 4-star weak foot. Thuram gets the 4-star weak foot boost, plus the Power Shot Plus. That is like his card, given the boost that it needed to kind of keep up with the power curve. He was still good. I still come up against Thuram, and now he's got an even better boost to him. This Iñaki Williams is one that if you have some fodder and you want to get this SBC done before it expires today, this one could go crazy because he's always overpowered in game. I didn't like this SBC when it first came out, but with that boost, the Power Shot Plus on that card, that's going to be an insane player. The Robbie Keane even fits this, and there's so many other chains. Like, I'm looking at his Timo Werner. Sure, he already could have Power Shot Plus in the Ultimate Edition Evolution, but he gets an even bigger boost than this one. There's so many combinations with this. I think it's well worth the price of 60K because of the cards that it is creating. Now, there's even some market impact with this too. Basically, all Power Shot Plus attackers, or just a lot of attackers in general, are getting cooked. Look at Marmoush, 132,000 coins. Down to 94K because this player of the month Marmoush fits into that Evo. Now, of course, it wouldn't give him Power Shot Plus like this one has because he already has the Chip Shot Plus, but so many of those striker type players are getting absolutely grilled in price. This Trinity Rodman from 480K to 380. Sure, the market's crashing in general, but you add in an Evo that's creating attackers that have promo cards that are just as good as the Evo card that you can create. And it's madness on the market. It's making prices drop a lot. So I like that Evo. I'm going to have to figure out who I want to put into it. There's so many options. I'm going to save it a little bit longer, or at least try to plan it out. There might even be cards that get released during Thunderstruck this next week that would fit into this Evo that would go even crazier too. So maybe it's worth holding on to a little bit. That's the lesson that I just learned with this Musa, as I talked about in yesterday's video. So maybe that's something that you wait on as well. Just something to kind of put out there. Now let's talk about SBCs, where we had that flashback player right there. Anderson Talishka was the biggest SBC released yesterday. I think it was just one of two that was released in terms of total SBCs, but 5-star skills is the biggest thing about this card. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and a whole lot of passion. Brazil links, Saudi League links to Ronaldo. He can play cam on the right, and he can play striker. It is a good card. It is a very good card, and the word that I keep thinking of when I see this is fun, but also meta. He's got finesse, he got the quick step plus, he's got Trivella, he's even got dead ball plus, playmaker plus as a cam. The links are probably the most difficult part about this, and the price I think is a bit of a problem too. 200,000 coins. Again, here's the thing that I'm thinking about with this SBC. We are less than a week away from Black Friday coming out and the whole power curve shifting upwards and the meta changing at least somewhat in this game. Is this card gonna be good for like the next 4 days, or is it gonna be good for 4 days, or is it gonna be good for a couple of weeks? You know what I'm saying? If it's a passion player for you, if you just want to use a Talisca, or if you just want to do and complete an SBC for a fun card, then absolutely go ahead and do this one. I'm not trying to talk you out of it, but I just think that this might be something that you pass on to save your fodder for more important things ahead. But it absolutely looks like a fun card. And of course, some people are going ahead and doing it. You can see on the market, Saudi cards like Neymar. Neymar bumped up yesterday for a bit. He's now back down. Even Ronaldo's Rush card went up a little bit in price yesterday from like 1.07 up to 1.2. So there's definitely some Saudi League cards that are moving. Not a lot of them. I don't think a ton of people are doing Talishka, but I think it's at least a fun one to consider. Also, have to shout out the challenge objective yesterday. I think it was Anders Vergang. He got his SBC. Of course, that ties to the objective that we have right now to complete all of these different puzzle SBCs that get released. So make sure you favorite those. Make sure you get those done. That's just a quick reminder there. Now, before we get into the market, let's cover one last piece of content from yesterday, which is actually a leak. Foot Sheriff posted more leaks for these Winter Champions cards, which now we know Winter Champions is also the name of the new season, as we just saw in objectives. But yesterday we had a Gundawan that was leaked, right? And he would upgrade, and also this leaked Konate would upgrade based on who finishes at the top of the table by the set date, January 3rd. So you're basically rooting for Liverpool or City and maybe other cards, if there's going to be more of them, to finish at the top of the table. But added to the leaks now is also a competition for the bottom of the table. For Munoz and Crystal Palace and Strand Larson, if they finish above the relegation zone by that same date, January 3rd, they too will get a +2 overall and a playstyle upgrade added to the card. That is, I think that's so cool. That is a very different upgrade scenario and a type of upgrading live card than we've ever had in terms of live cards on Ultimate Team. I think that's so cool. Not just focusing on the top of the table and wins and the best clubs, but also focusing on maybe some clubs at the bottom of the table that could bring some really sick cards to this game as well. We still have a lot of questions, or at least I have a lot of questions with this. We don't know if these cards are going to be in packs or if they're just going to be attainable through objectives and there's a set number of players. I hope there's other leagues involved, not just the Premier League. Like, let's get some Serie A, let's get some La Liga, let's get some Bundesliga and Ligue 1 going with this for sure. But those are the leaks that we have right now. I think that's one of the coolest things so far for the Black Friday leaks because it's something new and something that we've never seen before. Now, okay, let's talk about this market, guys, because this is definitely the biggest thing going on in this game right now. And yeah, when stuff costs people coins, it matters. 845. What? Vinny is 840. He was literally yesterday when we were looking at him on the video, he was 1.05. He's dropped another 200,000 coins, and that takes him in total in the past 2 weeks from 1.5 million coins. He's dropped in half almost. He's 840K. Guys, this market is absolutely in the freaking mud. We are in the middle of the Black Friday market crash, 100%. Look, I refreshed Mbappe's price and he's down another 100K. This is how the market is moving right now, and it's probably going to continue to move this way through the day today, maybe even in tomorrow as well. Look at these price drops, man. Like Mbappe yesterday was still 2.2, 2.3. Well, boom, straight down. 2.06. I do not believe that we are done dropping here either. We are going to go further down. Alexia Putellas is 120K. What's she now? Yeah, still 120,000 coins. But yesterday she was 160, right? Big drop off with the content yesterday and that Evo for sure. But it's not like prices are going to rebound back anytime super soon. I don't think that these prices that we're seeing right now are the absolute lowest of the lows. I think we're getting there, but I don't think we are there just yet. Even some of the out of packs cards. Remember Adeyemi, he went up on Friday from 230 all the way to 280, 290. Yesterday, he even hit 300 as people were playing their Foot Champs games. Like we see on a normal Saturday, you do see a market rise. But now, as people are finishing their weekend league, like, yo, let me get out of these cards. I'm doing new Evos. He is 230,000 coins right back down, and he's probably going to go even lower. It's impacting all cards and all budgets as well. Look at Franck Ribéry. Ribéry yesterday was 1.16. Now he's under a million coins. Guys, the market is just absolutely cooked, and it's dropping literally everywhere, and it's going to continue to keep going today. Now, people are selling cards, right? The reason the market's dropping is because the anticipation of Black Friday, all the content that it's going to bring, all the new cards it's going to bring out, and all the hype with that. Every single year it happens, and that makes sense. Prices have really been dropping for the last month, right? If you look at Mbappe's price at the first week of November compared to now, it's kind of just a slow drop off with a couple of like steep crashes in between the few last couple of weeks. But there's people selling cards right now, right? To get out of them before prices go lower, because they will probably go lower in some areas. But at the same time, nobody's buying too. And that's the second half of why this market is crashing so much, because if there were people that were still willing to buy some cards, prices would rebound back up, and it would be like a crash and then a rise, like we saw 2 weeks ago with the Ballon d'Or cards. Prices crashed, but then people bought cards back for their teams, and cards rebounded. Not so much the case right now because everybody's anticipating Black Friday and they're waiting to see what is coming out. So right now, if you're going to try to trade on the market, if you're going to try to work some magic and make some coins, definitely get on the bids. Like you see these random special cards here. Kavich is 400K, which is crazy. Blanc is 600, which is crazy. This Rodri Centurions was like 2.3 mil. It's rare. These cards move. Like they still fluctuate and they move, but it's risky business buying cards, buying really anything right now on this market because it's probably going to keep going down today. Out of packs cards, Hyunmin Son is 1.3 mil. Our boy Modric is 400K. I sold him at 540,000 coins Friday morning. Today on Sunday, 400K. So I do believe prices are going to go lower because we're getting closer and closer to Black Friday. People are finishing their weekend leagues and they don't want to be owning these cards. But of course, we have to start thinking about when is the lowest going to be, because some of these cards, we have to remember too, based on previous years of Black Friday, some of these cards are going to get re-released in packs, but others of them, like this Mbappe, he's getting a Thunderstruck card, so he's going out of packs. So when's the low point for this versus when's the low point for a card that's maybe getting released into packs? There's going to be a whole lot of madness, and of course, there's so many new cards that are coming out. Some of these prices may not even rebound during Black Friday, but right now, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that, when to buy the teams, when to look at the cards to actually pick up that could rebound in price after Black Friday hits. We'll take a look at that in the next couple of days, but for right now, we are in the middle of the drops, and I'm really not buying too much. Like yesterday, I had the Oxlade Chamberlains that I was able to sell, most of them for like 60K-ish. I made some coins in a couple, and the other ones were like tax break even. And then I did trade a couple of David Beckhams because the English icons seemed to fluctuate good yesterday. So I bought both of these at 360, 370K. So that was nice. But it's kind of nice to stay out of the market right now as everything is dropping. Prices are going down. Your coin total not changing if you're not buying anything, and people are losing coins. You're kind of like, in a sense, making your coins more valuable as the market's being devalued, but your coin total is staying the same at a higher level. As people's are going down, yours is up here. You're kind of like making coins in a way, if that makes sense. Your coins are becoming more valuable. So I would just chill on the market unless you're involved in some fodder for today, or if you want to make some quick, risky investments on maybe some FC Pro live cards. I would just be chilling right now. But I do want to talk about FC Pro live cards. As we watch this market drop, these cards are obviously dropping with it. Gabriel Jesus is 599K. He was 1.1 mil last night. That's a crazy drop. We have squad battle rewards today. And of course, we are 1 day away from the first day of those games, which involve a few of the Group A players like Oxlade Chamberlain, Amrabat, Bino Gittins is involved in this one, as is Fabio Carvalho. A lot of those cards are going to be watched by a lot of people today for potential investments. Here is what I would say. If you're wanting to invest in any of these cards, like Oxlade Chamberlain is really rare. He just bounced up like 6 or 7K. He was like 38K. Now he's 44. We have squad battle rewards today. I do believe these cards are going to drop with squad battle rewards. I think either during rewards or during the content drop today will be a decent time to pick up anybody from Group A before they play tomorrow. I do expect their prices to rise up a little bit on Monday, but again, it's very, very risky, and you have to be watching the live event with the pros playing because these prices will swing like crazy. It's going to be a madness, but I know there's going to be people wanting to invest there. I would like to invest, but it's just going to come down to the timing. If I'm awake for the low, then I'll buy. If I'm not, then I won't. That's something I wanted to mention to you guys because the squad battle rewards markets is going to bring some supply as it normally does. Now, in terms of other content related to today on Sunday, guys, we are expecting the biggest icon pack SBC of the year. The base hero upgrade is going away, and the pack code that we saw just a couple of days ago, we're expecting to see added to the game today. The Max 90 base icon pack, this is going to hurt the market even more because it is the biggest and best icon pack that we've got, and that means the biggest and best icons packable so far are in this one. You got 90 rated Hullet, you got Best, you've got Lara Schellen, brand new icon card, Raul, Mateus, Roberto Carlos, Drogba, Eto, Cantona, Kaká. So many cards that have not been packable yet from icon upgrade SBCs are going to be potentially packable from this. Of course, you guys know how it goes. It's a gamble. And to be honest, once again, I'll mention this again. We are 4 days away from Black Friday starting in this game from the early Black Friday content. being very careful with your fodder is the smartest thing you can do right now in this game. But this is why EA is so smart with this, man, right? They're going to drop this pack when everybody has sold their teams and has their coins sitting liquid available in their accounts. Oh, I've got coins right now. I can go do this icon pack, right? That's what EA wants you to do. So don't spend coins on this because there's going to be a lot greater and better content to come during Black Friday for sure. This SBC will be out during Black Friday, so you can just wait to do it then as well. But a lot of people are not going to be able to wait and do that. They're going to see this, they're going to see the coins, and it might look cheap, guys, because with the state of fodder is so cheap right now. The Max 88 base icon upgrade that was released 2 weeks ago was 264,000 coins, and I think that's when like 86s were 10k. 86s are still almost 8k, just a little bit below 8,000 coins, still very low, but that might make this Max 90 SBC look cheap today, depending on where EA price it. That's why I'm thinking today, if you invested in fodder, today is the best day where you can hopefully see a nice price spike there, as people are undoubtedly going to do the best icon pack that we've seen so far this year. It would be a great time to sell in that spike, take the advantage of people that are going and doing that SBC with their coins liquid from selling their teams. And maybe you don't fall into the trap, but you profit off of those that are going in to do that SBC. So honestly, guys, with how low fodder still is and with how lacking the SBC content is, I was hoping that some of the player SBCs, not that they're bad, like Taliska and Sasha Bowie are not bad, but it's not like nothing super crazy. It could have been crazier. The Jabi Alonso that we still have leaked, he has not been dropped yet, but I don't even know how good that one's going to hit. I'm hoping that fodder jumps up a good amount today, but with the low prices that it still is, I don't know how crazy it's going to go, but this would be the pack. If it's going to move, this would be the pack to make it move. And also, like I would say every single week, if you invested in fodder, today would be the day to be listing it up and selling it after the pack drops, especially in the first couple hours after. That's when there's the most amount of people buying cards to complete that SBC. So definitely be looking to sell your fodder today if you invested in it. I'm going to guess the price for this is around 300k, but it could be cheaper again with how low technically fodder is right now. Now, what other Sunday content could we have today? We mentioned player SBCs, right? And you guys remember we looked at some other leaked ones yesterday in the video. They're still out there. We've got a Clement Lenglet. We've got this Hendricks card that are still leaked. Those are official stats for them. I think the SBC that I hope drops today, though, is this Thomas Lemar. If we get this card and he's cheap, first of all, it might make like 84s go up if it's super duper cheap, or 85s, whatever it's required. But that would be a really good card for links, really good statistically if he is cheap. So I'd watch out for him. And again, I mentioned the Jabi Alonso earlier. He is still leaked, but that is a on this day icon card. So I think his birthday is tomorrow, and I think a lot of people are expecting Jabi Alonso to be dropped tomorrow, but I guess that could technically be today as well. I do not have high hopes for the Jabi Alonso SBC. I don't. I think it's going to be overpriced. I know the official card stats that we saw, he looked decent. If they add more playstyles to his card, they kept long ball plus, but if they add more playstyles and maybe give him 4-star skills, it could technically maybe be worth the craft, but I got to see a really boosted card, especially with the playstyles, and a price that is at least believable before I'm going to really think that SBC through and like think about adding it to my squad. But those are kind of leaked SBCs that we have for today. I would expect that we get one of them. And then, of course, it's the weekend. I expect for us to get another evolution today as well, because usually during the weekends they're dropping more Evos. So something related to FC Pro. Hopefully it is unpaid and not a paid Evo, but we will have to see. So watch Evos, watch SBCs today, specifically for the icon pack, and of course, watch the market continue to drop. Here's one more price I'll leave you guys with. I thought Graham Hansen was low at like 330,000 coins the other day. Take a look at Graham Hansen's price now. How much? Is she 250, 260? Unbelievable, man. 260k for this Graham Hansen card is crazy. I packed her like 2 weeks ago and she was still 500,000 coins. And here we are. Probably going to go lower still. Maybe she goes out of packs because one of her specials gets re-released. But that's still information that we don't know 100% about. And we will be waiting to see if EA confirm or if leaks confirm that we're going to have a best of this year. So watch out for more leaks, I guess, related to content as well. But if you're invested in fodder, sell it today. Good luck if you're going to do the icon pack. And good luck with the finish of your champs games. And good luck staying away from losing coins in this market, in the state that it is in, guys. Let me know down in the comments what card you're looking at that's maybe dropped so much in price that you're like, yo, I can afford that. Who was it? There was an icon that I was looking at today that I was like, wait a second, I could afford Cruyff. Cruyff is like 4.6 million coins now. He was 6 million, and I'm like, wait a second, I got 4.6 mil. I can afford Cruyff. That's one card that I was like, oh shoot, market's dropped so much now I can afford this. Let me know in the comments what's one card that you've noticed that on as well. But that's going to be the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy it, drop those up on it. Comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in a stream today and a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Have a great Sunday. Peace.